Hello my friends, welcome to day 2 of Topaz Mountain. Now today I'm probably going to do a little digging like I did in the last video, but today my main goal is to see what I can find in the creeks. Well, not really creek, I should say wash. So I'm going to take my 2 sifters here, going to take my little shovel, of course my tripod so I can video this correctly. And we're going to see what we can find if you don't feel like getting out and just busting rocks. Busting rocks is fun, but it's not for everybody. So we're going to head down this way to the wash. Got to make sure there's nobody else in camera because people camp all through here. This is all BLM land. It's free to camp for up to 15 days, which is really, really cool. So if you got a camper, you can go down to that main area. If you got like a truck camper, there's a guy over there. He's got a truck camper. If you want a tent camp, you can come in. As you can see, I'm camped near a fire pit. There's another fire pit on the side of me. I was going to come out here on Friday, but it's Father's Day coming up, and this place fills up. There's a lot of people like to come up here, and I don't blame them. It's really, really pretty. It's a really good rock hounding spot, but that's enough talk. Let's go find some topaz. All right, let's go over the tools I'm taking. Of course, my bag with water in it. Water is very important. A pair of gloves, definitely. My 3-pound hand maul, 2 chisels, and my old S-Twing, as well as for right now the shovel and my sifters. The rock up here is rhyolite, volcanic rhyolite. That's where you'll find the topaz. It's kind of hard. It's not too bad. I've definitely dealt with harder stuff. The dolomite, for instance, always seems way harder than the rhyolite up here. But these are what I'm taking. Always wear gloves because that rhyolite, whenever you break it, it will cut your hands up. Alright guys, I've picked myself out a fairly sandy spot. Right by a bunch of rhyolite. Set my stuff down over there. I'm going to set my baskets, probably right about here. And I'm going to scoop into them. The fine mesh will go on the bottom. The larger mesh goes on the top. Will I catch anything in the larger mesh? Probably not. But who knows, I might. Now these topaz will not be the same amber brown color that I was pulling out yesterday because UV light from the sun actually bleaches them out. So I'm going to get set up here and I'm going to do some digging and sifting and see what pops up. I'm seeing lots of little sparkles. Could just be crystals like quartz and whatnot. It could in fact be topaz. So let's find out. There we go. 2 really dirty topaz crystals and 1 clear one. So I'm going to do this a couple times and see what pops up. I'm going to do this area and then I'll probably move upstream a little bit. Look at this one, you guys. Sifting dirt. I just pulled up that topaz. Hold on a second, let me get it to focus. There it is, guys. Look at that. That is a topaz. It has been bleached by the sun. The UV rays do that. If you come out here and you don't have room for heavy hand tools and you don't feel like digging in rock, or you can't because of medical reasons, get yourself a sifter tray. It doesn't have to be as fancy as mine. Mine's not really that fancy. But get yourself a basket for like cooking vegetables on a grill, something you can easily carry up. They're not that big. You come out here and you just start sifting. I recommend wearing gloves like I've been doing. I know in the one clip I wasn't, but put your gloves on and just sift through it slowly. As you can see, I set it up a little different this time. I did the big one on the top first, sifted through. When I was done, I set the small one on top, just in case I catch any that I missed the first time. They'll sit on the dirt on the bottom. And of course, once I'm done, I will be filling my holes, because always fill your holes when you're digging. It's the proper thing to do. Even commercial mines have to do that. It's called reclamation. But makes the area look nicer. Makes it great for everybody. There is something super bright sparkling over here. Let's go see what it is. Don't know if you guys can see the sparkle on the camera, but I've got it locked in. Oh, there it is. Look at the size of that monster topaz. Hold on a second. There in the palm of my hand. Well, I'm done. I retired. There is no need to hunt rocks anymore. This bad boy will put me through 20 years of college. Okay, that's not true. But anywho, I'm going to get back to digging. I'm going to get back to looking. And whenever I find cool stuff, I promise I'll show you guys. In case you're wondering where I'm storing my topaz, I'm using my empty blue diamond salt and vinegar almonds. Just tossing them in there. It's got a lid, keep the sun off of it. Not that it matters with the ones that are bleached out. Sorry, I thought I saw a topaz. But it's got a good lid, keeps them safe. It's small and can fit right in my bag. All right, as you guys can see, I filled my dig spots back in. The gravel's a little loose, but nothing horrible. Let's move upstream a little bit. I'm liking the look of all this rhyolite over here. I might even dig in that. Go find me some topaz, boy. That's my rock hunting lizard. It's kind of like a hunting dog, only, you know, he's a lizard. What is it, boy? You on point? All right, you guys, I've been screening now for a while. I found a few topazes, but I'm really looking for those nice, pretty brown ones. And I see something I want to check out, so I'm gonna run the screens back to my truck because packing light is key, because I'll show you where I'm going. I'm gonna make my way up there. There's been a lot of digging. A big scree pile there. So let me go back to the truck and then I'll start that hike. It's gonna be a long one. You know, guys, I hate to see litter, but sometimes the litter has a use. Somebody left 4 fairly nice zip ties. Oh, nope, that's just the imprint of one. 4 fairly nice zip ties. As you can see, the ground here is sparkling. Sparkling like crazy. Ooh, my pick is digging into my back. But right here, little bitty guy, is a piece of topaz. Very cool. Not a big piece. In fact, that's a piece I'll put in my pocket, because if I lose it, I won't be sad. But I'm gonna take these zip ties for sure. I will find a use for them. And I'm gonna make my way back to the truck still. Well, guys, there is my destination. Only about another, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards uphill. Not horrible, just gotta go slow. But on the way up, I looked down on the ground and I saw this little guy right here. Oh, come on, camera, focus. That's a pretty little, hold on. That's a pretty little piece of topaz. Bleached out by the sun, but that's all right. And that's a pretty bush behind it who wanted to be in the film because it kept trying to focus on him. While I was stopped, I noticed this rock was cracked, and so I decided to beat on it. And man, am I glad I did. There's a topaz right there. Oop, it's a pretty good size one. That's going into the, it's going into the can. I'm gonna work on this a little more before I head up. Well, guys, I climbed from all the way down there to here so far. I still got a little ways to go. But this is all rhyolite. This is all volcanic rock. This is what you will find the topaz in. I've seen a lot of little topaz pieces, a lot of clear, because they've been in the sun. I accidentally scared a bunny rabbit. Hope he forgives me. But we're almost there. I am going to check this area on the way back down. Well, guys, I made it. And look at my view. This is why I rock hunt. because this is my office. Also, gym memberships are for suckers. Get out there, become a rock hound. You're gonna carry a lot of weight, you get a lot of cardio, it's good for you. Ooh, look at that right there. That was a nice vug. I decided just to pop off the side of this boulder, so I'm gonna get those out. It looks like there's a couple in there. And I might work on the rest of this because there could be vugs all throughout it. Essentially what happens is the way those are formed is the gas from the volcano opened that up, and some minerals leaked in there. They formed the topaz, the beryl, which I'm not in the right area for that, I don't think. If I get lucky, I'll find some. And of course the quartz and other cool things like that. It's not easy work up here. I am high altitude. Takes a lot of busting rocks. But if you don't have the money for the pay mine, this is a second option. And even if you don't have the tools, like I said earlier today, down in that creek down there, that wash, and all the washes through here, I've been seeing lots and lots and lots of little topaz. Now mind you, it is clear because it's been bleached by the sun, but the fact is you can get out there and you can find your own topaz. There it is. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Oh, I just love this topaz. I don't know who this is to. This wasn't from him. So, he's got a buddy in here somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go real slow on it. But I'm gonna work on this rock for a while, because I have a good feeling about it. Look at this one, guys. Topaz, 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 little topaz, big topaz. This thing is chock full of topaz. There's even topaz on the other side. I brought it over here to work on because it's a little bit better working area than where I was at. I was sitting over on the other side of this big boulder, which gave me topaz. I haven't really worked on it in a little bit. There's a clear topaz right there in it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to set up my camera so you guys can watch me chip on rocks for a little bit. All right, so getting this out, I'm gonna want to be kind of gentle with it because I don't want to break these topaz if I can get away with it. I'm gonna go to my smaller hammer. There's lots and lots of little hits. It'll take some time, but those little hits will begin to make fractures, especially if they find natural fractures, and that will, start breaking the rock. If I need to, I will break out one of my, I won't use this one, this is my pointed chisel. I will break out my flat chisel, which is right here, and I'll start working back this way a little bit. I can hit a little harder here, but see how that broke off? I got to be real careful. I lied. I can't hit that hard there. That rock cracked the wrong way on me. But nope, not ready to go yet. Don't force it out. If you force it out, you'll break your crystal. There it is, guys. Nice little specimen piece. Sadly, that one's missing its tip, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it just like it is, so it can sit, and you can even see what kind of rock they were in. Holy cow, guys. I just broke this off of this side here, and I didn't want to have to carry a big piece back, but that's got topaz all over it. They're not big, but still, that is flipping awesome. Alright, let's go in my bag. That's going to be a long hike down that hill with it. I'm going to work a little longer up here, and I'm going to move down a bit. But man, look at all that. Jeez Louise. Guys, I just opened up something amazing. Let me show you. I'm going to put some water on it real quick so you can really get the full effect of it, but this is awesome. I opened up a massive pocket of topaz. Look at the size of that thing. It's longer than my finger. And there is tons of topaz in there. Oh, I almost missed this piece. Look at that. Heck yes. All right, well, getting late in the day. I think I'm gonna finish this piece off, and then I'll see you guys back at the truck. Well, my friends, I made it down the mountain. Sadly, I've only got one more day in Utah, so this is the end of Topaz Mountain videos. It's not the end of Topaz Mountain. This place will be here long after we're all gone. But I got to decide what I want to do tomorrow. I'm either going to go check out a free trilobite spot or Dugway geodes. I'm not sure which. So next week's video is going to be a surprise for you guys, and it's going to be a surprise for me too. Well, until tomorrow whenever I go and film it. But anyhow, I will see you guys back in St. Louis right about now. All right, you guys, back home in St. Louis. Got Hamilton outside with me. For some reason, he's sitting in the sun. He's crazy. But I'm going to go over and show you some of the stuff I collected from the second day. I have it sitting in the sunlight right now, so I'm going to show you pretty quick, get it back out of the sunlight. That way it doesn't bleach out. I'll show you what some of them that bleach out look like. All right, you guys, this is one of the ones that has bleached out. You'll notice how crystal clear that's become. This is one that has not bleached out, and you'll notice on the non-bleached ones they have that beautiful amber color. I'm gonna put these back into get them out of the sunlight. They won't bleach out super fast, but you know, I want to keep them this pretty amber color. And of course, I took a couple of bigger sized chunks home with me. These have some of the topaz in it. I still need to clean it out, but I took these home because I really want to work on them some more. Yeah, I have that vug that I can see, but for the size of them, not very heavy. And I'm wondering if there might be more vugs in it that I didn't see while I was out there at Topaz Mountain. So I'm gonna break these apart, and some of them I may leave this piece like it is, just because the topaz and it's really cool looking. It's a good display piece. But this one I'm gonna work on. This one was definitely in the sunlight. It does have some of the more clear topaz on it. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you want some topaz and you want to have a good time, get yourself out to Utah. Go get some topaz. Delta, Utah is a wonderful place. If you go there, definitely check out their museum. They is it the Milnard County Museum? I think it's the Milnard County Museum. Super nice people. I'm going to throw a picture of it up at the end of this video so you know what to look for. But it's totally worth it. All right, this is the Great Basin Museum in Milnard County. I highly recommend it. They have a wonderful selection of minerals, trilobites, and everything else historical from that area. Now, right next door, if you are into history, that is the Topaz Museum. Now, the Topaz Museum is not about topaz, the mineral. The Topaz Museum is about the internment camp in World War II that was used to hold Japanese Americans. That's also in the area, so something you might want to check out. Really cool both places.